see if I got some adjustments to make in here. I'm going to grab some media. Yeah, it looks like I got to make some adjustments here. So let's grab this and make this adjustment right about, maybe right about, I don't know, let's figure this out. I thought I had this all worked out. Let's go with that. And let's go with that. And then let's go with kind of a no-win situation here. And then let's go with... Okay, hello again. I have to redo this whole thing because I'll show you a snippet from the first one. It's just horrible. So what I've done is I've brought in some things to show you, and I'm going to see how bad this looks. All right, that looks pretty good. I don't know if I can... Okay. Yeah, I took a nap this evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Monday, March 10th, 2025. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host. They are the homies. They are tonight in very weird order. Darren Gilhome, me, and my camera does work. Let me turn the camera on. There we go. Ta-da! Rich, Darren, Greg, and Sam. Usually the people who don't have their cameras on are on the bottom row. I don't figure out how Darren, unless maybe Darren was the host and...
John Williams said hello, Greg Guy.
Greg Guy just got a hello from John Williams. And speaking of that, let's go look at chat real quick. Tony Wallow was first at 406. Jeff Ryman was second, 707. Am I trying to sneak in early? No, I couldn't make up my mind. There's nothing new on NBC, and I did not watch the Beatles. I did not. Sam
John Williams said hello, Tony.
Greg was third. No, actually, Sam was third. Tony, Jeff, Sam. Oh, that reminds me, I got to go clear a folder. Then Greg was fourth. John's here, and that brings us up to date on chat. So, yes, John, I did get your picture. That looks really cool. Little bit too much RGB for my personal preferences, but it does look cool. I do like it. Now, I have no idea if audio is working on YouTube. If I could get a homie to say hi on
Hello.
Zoom.
Hello.
I heard you there, and it looks like it's working there, and I'm pretty sure my audio is going out. John says it's working.
Goodbye. I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah, it's going to be a short night for me. I got to try to get some rest in the morning. We're playing golf at noon. I think my neighbor across the street's going to pay. He finally sold his Camaro today. I think he practically gave it away, if you don't know the truth. His car, though, I mean, do with what he wants to do with it. Where did I put this at? Does anyone remember where I put this? And of course, Mrs. K is going to send a text right now. She wants to know how I feel, and I'm going to tell her I feel with my hands. How do you feel? Been kind of one of those type of days today, back and forth with her and I. A little bit of bantering, I guess. I don't know. In a moment, bitte. I just told her I'm okay. I was just worn out.
John Williams said the Ringo Starr concert was pretty good.
I can catch it. If I really want to see it, I could literally go in here in an hour and catch it out of the West, or I could wait 2 hours and catch it out of Honolulu, Hawaii. That's the nice thing about having that shield in the programming that I've got. I don't have to necessarily catch it on. I like catching it locally on time. That seemed to be working out pretty good. And I think I'm going to go back to 10 o'clock at night and then just catch everything there. Because I can watch the one FBI. I don't like international, and then I can catch Most Wanted. Wednesday night's not a big deal. I don't watch anything on Wednesday at all, believe it or not. No, there's no local. Now, basketball, though, coming up this Wednesday, though. Ooh, I forgot about that. I'll get back to you on that. Hello, Jeff Ryman.
Evening.
I just wonder. I know McCartney's in his 80s. I think Ringo might be in his early 80s. I just wonder how um, their vocal sound and if it's truly live or not. You could tell the Saturday Night Live thing a while back was live when McCartney sang because he kind of struggled a couple times trying to get the as is it Chris Tucker? Do you understand? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? I think that was Chris Tucker, but that's one of the reasons. And some of the people that were on there don't exactly appeal to me. Speaking of age and I found this to be odd. Do you all know Wendy Williams? Have you heard of Wendy Williams? Do you remember Wendy
Yes,
Williams?
John Williams said,
had a
"My
talk
sister used to
show,
Yeah.
work as a
and then she
bartender at the
kind
Ryman,
of
and she poured
almost got
drinks for
dementia
Ringo
or
years
something.
ago."
Yeah, she got taken out. She was put in an assisted living facility, and apparently she was removed from the. Now, this is where it gets really weird. She was forcibly removed from the assisted living by the emergency personnel with the assistance of police. That makes no sense in my mind. Um, I guess she's at
Well,
the
she's got
hospital now.
dementia. She may have become disruptive.
That's
The
possible. That
assisted living wasn't really a memory care unit.
John Williams says his sister used to work at a bartender at the Ryman, and she poured drinks for Ringo Starr years ago. Now, that would be cool. Did she get his autograph? That would be even better. Did she get a picture? Nowadays, you don't get autographs. You go, "Can I get a selfie? Can I get a selfie?" Such is the world we live in. Mrs. K still doesn't understand about carrying the camera on her shoulder to follow the golf. I gave up on trying to get that across to her or explain to her. Across is not a good way of saying that. Um, Golf course was very busy today. When I went by it, we went by it twice. We always pass it, taking her and then coming back. And I was so close. I mean, so close to stopping and playing 9 holes, but then I didn't think I could. And I know I'm playing in the morning, so I didn't. Um, how does audio sound on YouTube, by the way? I know we're good on Zoom. We ironed that out earlier today, but I don't know how it sounds on YouTube. John says good. Thank you. Got 10 people. Oh, pardon me. You got 10 people watching now and only one like. 10 people watching now and Jeff is verifying audio for us. Thank you, Jeff.
Howdy, Mrs. K.
I gave you a like before I left to go grab something to eat.
Huh. Well, maybe Mrs. K didn't give me a like. It shows she gave me a like. There should be, if you gave me a like, there should be 2
I mean, my like symbol
changed.
switched color. So
Right. Yeah, hers did too. I just checked it.
I just hit the like button.
I'm going to refresh. I really don't like doing it. Sometimes that doesn't go well for me. I got 6 likes now. Good. That is good. John, so I'm up to 6. I got 10 watching and 6. Here again, there's the 50% threshold that I've set. Today's live stream filling in for Doug, I'm up to 35 views, which is good. I enjoyed
get more if you'd increase the rebate you're giving us for clicking the like button.
yeah. Working on that. I'm actually working on that. Got a lot of things to get done. Kind of like Rick. He's got things to do, but he runs out of time to do it. And I don't necessarily run out of time. I just run out of the thought process, I guess is how I would like to put that. So he just did a CD. Okay, so CD is that. I think I've got the issue with the vanishing. John, if you would, if you don't mind, try an exclamation B next, please. I'm just curious as to if I got that fixed or not. I think I do. It took me a minute to figure it out this afternoon. Okay, so everything goes away. I think I'm going to put something in its place. Yeah, that's good. That came back the way that it should. Before, it was coming back with a Doug intro thing I had made, and I'm not sure how that ever happened, but it did. I need to redirect, and let me do that before I forget, because I haven't forgotten. It appears that Sam is going to be live, so I'm going to redirect to Sam, because I redirected to Bill last night. How many people saw the trailer?
Yep.
The only thing I didn't like about Greg, I know you did. I know, Greg, you weren't here when we were putting it together. I thought you were, but you weren't. The only thing I didn't like about it is I liked the first "Where's Doug" with the girl. I just wished she would have been a little bit longer on the "Where's Doug," and I couldn't play the whole thing because of the language that's in it. And she's actually a very funny comedian. I really enjoy watching her. And then I was
I've
showing the
seen a lot of her
homies.
stuff online.
Yeah, yeah. Um, made me forget my train of thought, which is not hard to
My
do these
train
days.
of thought pulled out of the station without me a long time ago.
Yeah. What do I know that? Oh, once again, I apologize. We got back today. I was really excited. Probably not the right choice of words, but I went to the mailbox this afternoon. Sam, you're quite welcome. And I opened the mailbox, and there's an envelope in there from Department of State addressed to Lorna. So the first thing I did is I rubbed my hand across it. I'm feeling for that passport book. No envelope. Or no envelope. No envelope in the envelope. Mrs. Cage just said, "Oh, you're early today because of spring forward." Yes, let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. So anyway, I brought it in the house and we opened it up. We got back the original documents today because the post office in Charleston, Illinois didn't understand you can make copies and send that. They insisted on we had to send the original ones, so we did, and we got them back. So it's really weird. We got the original documents back today, and she still doesn't have her passport. I'm hoping it gets here very soon. I did check again this evening.
They sent you the originals back because they just got around to processing the originals on Friday.
Probably. You're probably right, Jeff. Even though it said you have a delivery date of March
I mean,
5th.
I'm just being a smart ass kind of, but you never know.
You never know, right? I mean, I know that you're being a like me, and the thing is, it's probably true. They probably just did process. Well, they probably processed it Thursday, mailed it Friday because it's just down in South Carolina, which I found out to be interesting too. It's out of South Carolina. I didn't understand that.
Well, maybe you're going to get a Confederate passport.
Yeah. It needs to get
John
here.
Williams said subscribe.
Get it over with. I think my next door neighbor across the street is going to play golf with us tomorrow at noon. I'm debating on sending him a message at 6 when I go pick her up to say, hey, let's push this back to 1, because us getting home at 7, try to get some sleep, getting up early enough to get a little bit to eat, to go play golf at noon, that's going to be pushing it. That's really going to be difficult, and put it that way. But I've done it before. I'll do it again. Just might not play too well. He plays golf too, so we were comparing golf stories, and I was telling him about how actually good I thought I played yesterday until I got to the 9th hole. Because I told him, I said, how would you feel if you're a golfer if you had 4 4 4 3 4 4 4 3 4, and he goes, what was the last one? I said 6.
If I tried to play a round of golf and I got anything less than a 15, I would be happy.
John Williams, it is currently 57.9 degrees Fahrenheit, 14.4 degrees Celsius, and clear in Madison, Wisconsin.
Rousing round of applause when the ball went in the hole from 15 feet away. I didn't want to tell him it was my 21st shot.
Yeah.
A lot of truth in that. Back when I first started, I've actually got some good aspirations for this year. I really do. Of course, we'll see how that goes. But coming up on quarter after the hour, I don't know. What do you guys think? 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock? You tell me. Leave me a chat comment. Leave me a comment. Shoot me an email at the email address that's not on the screen. You just can't get good technical help these days. Have you ever noticed that? You just almost have to do these things by yourself nowadays. There's the email address if you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, or if you'd like to give me suggestions on what to do or not to do on the show. John is saying 9:30. Now, John, are you and I on the same? I think John and I are on the same time zone. I can't remember if no, wait. John is on Central. So 9:30 his time would be 10:30 my time, which is not actually impossible, not a bad idea. I will consider it. Let me talk amongst myself. I know you guys thought I was going to talk to myself. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Dancing Girls. And
so have you got multiple Kens like the multiple Dougs?
I've been told there are multiple Kens. I've been told, oh, you're just grouchy because you were diabetes. No, I'm just grouchy because I'm a grouchy old man. Paul Zilla is in the chat room. Hello, Paul. Yes, it has been a while. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Unfortunately, you're here as I'm ending the show.
Ken Stout Live said goodbye, Ken.
Wow, it only picked up. What? Wait a minute. Sam, me, Tony. Where's everybody? Where's John?
I put in one before the stream started.
That one won't show up. Anything prior to this.
John Williams said thank you.
Yeah, it's a fallacy in the program. Yeah, I've seen that. But I also thought you put one in after the stream started.
No.
I'm scanning through there now.
I put two of them in before the stream started. They both were.
Hey, now, what is going on here? Tony Wallow just did an exclamation X, and it appears to be working. Unless I'm not live. Yeah, I was going to say because he didn't. But why did the names not pick up everybody? I cleared it. Do I have to clear it prior to the show starting?
Yes.
No, that's the wrong answer. That's not. What was that? You came in broken, Sam. Say that again, please. Sam. Hello, Sam. All right, I'll remember to do that. So
you know one.
So what happens if I clear it right now? Will it pick up everybody's names?
If they keep typing, yes.
So the names on there are you, the bot, Paulzilla, Tony, Jeff. Jeff is on there. So
really?
Yeah.
Seen mine before.
All right, I just cleared it.
First time.
This is a test. You know, it seems like the last 4 or 5 days, it's been nothing but, when I try to end the stream, nothing but tests. Go ahead and type something in chat now. Have I thought of extending my live stream? I ended catching the end briefly as it started. I have considered it. I used to do an hour, then we backed it back down to a half hour, then we backed it back down to 15 minutes. And yeah, I can do a longer stream. That's easy. I just run out of things to talk about.
And the chat doesn't populate as quickly with a longer stream.
No, and it actually, the initial view hurts my numbers, but then it gets picked up later on. I don't know. That's a very good question. Join us on the Zoom panel and listen to the the nonsense, if you will, that goes on there. So we've had a few people chat since then. Bot busted. No, the bot, I think, is actually finally beginning to work right. It's operator error with the bot, but I think between Sam and myself, we've got it working pretty good. So let's try this again. There comes. Now I'm going to go live on Google.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Google
Let's
is.
all go to
I
the
need
lobby to get ourselves yourselves a treat.
Put music behind the
Delicious
dancing
things to
girls.
eat.
I can do that.
Ken Stout Live said goodbye, Ken.
Now it's only got Greg and myself. What the heck? Oh, that is honestly fitting right there. That right there is so fitting. Only two of us, Greg and myself. And Greg probably didn't even comment after I said make a comment. Let's see here.
He did.
Yes, I did.
Commented after me.
I'm looking.
And he said no Da Vinci right after I said something in chat now.
Okay, so there's
John Williams said
Z.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Yes.
But he had three of them at the end of his, and yet his name still
kind of strange. Why it picked up
putting a single exclamation point at the end of a comment trigger something in the bot that would make it hide?
No.
The name?
At the end of the comment? No, I don't think so. Jeff, put something in and put an exclamation at the end of the comment. Paul, you asked for a longer stream. If you're still here, you're getting a longer stream. This is kind of my rabbit hole. We all know that those of us that follow Doug
there
Vance,
you are.
All right, so once more into the breach. Now, I'm not going to clear.
Paulzilla 911 trademark said the player is at fault law.
Thank you, Paulzilla.
Yeah. Sam, I don't have to clear it in StreamerBot, do I? I leave that chatted alone, right? And I only cleared the text file?
You clear both of them.
Oh, now you tell me. Okay, hang on. We will have this.
I know.
We will have this working in a moment, I promise. So I go to settings, I go to groups, I go to chatted, I right click, I hit clear. All right, now if you put something in.
John Williams said, Indy, we have problems.
There's no mouse in my pocket. Oh, if we didn't have problems, it wouldn't be fun. You got to admit, this is kind of fun. Would like it to work one night by itself without any problems.
You'll get it by Friday when I won't be here.
You gonna go win 15 more cents at poker?
Well, they're talking about having a tournament style. Everybody puts in $1 and you get $100 worth of the chips to play with.
Right.
And then
Paulzilla 911 trademark said technology in a nutshell.
The last person standing wins everything.
It'll be all right. I really should go
Which
play
would be
cards.
like, I don't know, depending how many of us show up, that could be any place but between $8 to $11.
Wonder if I could convince my little brother to let me live stream one of his poker games. I'll tell him it's the Indiana series, the Indiana World Series of Poker.
Well, at least when we do it here, it's legal.
Yeah, it's not here. Good point. Maybe I better rethink that. Forgot about that.
Well,
so
as long as you don't show any real money, as long as you only show the chips.
Right. That's what everybody says.
I mean, it's not illegal to have a home game to play for matchsticks or chips or whatever, you know.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. Okay, we're getting some what's illegal gambling.
Delicious things.
Depends on the state, actually.
Yeah, I don't know about other states. I mean, sports betting is legal in a lot of states now.
Anymore, it's legal everywhere. And it hadn't been that many years ago that they didn't allow sports betting at all, and now it's turned into a big business, big monopoly.
Well, and you remember years ago, anytime anybody mentioned bringing a pro team to Las Vegas, they said, "Oh, you can't do that because you have
no. Nope.
And yet everybody is betting all across the country, legal or not, you know.
Sure. Or you go over, I remember my mom and dad as I was growing up, they would drive to Paris, Illinois, to buy lottery tickets for, I believe it was Powerball, because at that time, Indiana didn't have gambling at all. And then when they finally did get into it, they went to scratch off tickets, and it was a few years later until they finally joined the Powerball, and there's another big one that I can't remember the name of it right now.
Mega Millions.
That Mega Millions, yes, thank you. So, yeah, it's a small. I mean, the world's constantly changing. That's for sure.
Well, that's like I grew up in a little place in Kansas and went to high school in the county seat called Council Grove, Kansas. It's a historical thing, Santa Fe Trail Town, blah blah blah, all of that. And no beer even was sold except in liquor stores. Now Kansas has lottery, and there's a brew pub.
John Williams, it is currently 68.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 20.4 degrees Celsius, and partly cloudy in Opelika, Florida.
Where's Overton Park, Kansas at?
Overland Park is up near Kansas City.
Okay. It made the top 10 happiest places in the United States to live. 5 of the top 10 were in California. Yeah, I was amazed.
That surprises me too.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Given our friends from California who complain about things.
Yeah, San Diego was, I think, number 10, which didn't surprise me.
Well, it all depends what you rate the happiness on. Every one of those surveys has a list of stuff.
They rated it on they rated it on the old dinero, the old greenback, the old money in the hand. Because when you read the article, it breaks it down and it says at $73,000, your happiness seems to get a lot better.
Trademark.
And I'm thinking,
it is currently 4.1 degrees Celsius, 39.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and partly cloudy in Grindavik.
All right, let's get out of here. We're coming up on a half hour, so that's been pretty good. Let's see if for the 18th attempt to make this work, if this actually is going to work, there is what will be the last exclamation X of the day. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce Grindavik. Okay.
Ken Stout Live said goodbye, Ken.
You dancing girls, you got to do something about the leotards.
There we go. Now, Sam, we do have to make it so that when this scroll runs.
Okay, there, it went right.
Right, now it's correct. Well, I didn't realize I had to clear it in SpeakerBot. Or StreamerBot, whichever one.
Paulzilla 911 trademark said 30 minutes not over yet, tears of joy.
Okay. So for 2.5 minutes ish, we're going to sit around. So Grindavik, is that pronounced? Are we getting that pronunciation pretty close to correct?
Grindavik.
Well, when you break it down phonetically, Grindavik would be the way it would be said. Of course, I have trouble with that second word.
But that's how we would break the syllables in English. Iceland comes originally from one of the Scandinavian countries, right?
Paulzilla 911 trademark said it's in Iceland.
It's in Iceland. Oh, that's because he put the flag in there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I rag on Cuz all the time, Alex, about his geography knowledge, and honestly, when we get much past
the Mississippi, anything's possible.
Well, yeah, I know the continental United States, and I know. Well, that's about it. I don't really want to go any further with that.
Well, what's sad?
My show. That's what's sad. Go ahead.
How many high school graduates cannot pick out most of the states on a map?
Oh, I know.
Including places like Alaska and Hawaii, which, I mean, if you can pick out any place.
Yeah.
Paulzilla 911 trademark said I'm watching a live stream of a potential eruption.
Oh, you must be watching the things that Sam watches, because he watches volcanoes all the time. You should go check out our good friend One Fish 26, which will be redirected to that. Hopefully it works. 29. Somebody please start counting down. Oh no.
Engrish.
No, Ski Man joins us in chat. Hello, Ski Man. Dr. Fox 2000 I'm not sure what that is. I hope maybe a TV show. Good to see you, Ski Man. I was actually thinking today, now we're going to go into way overtime, but I was thinking today of the good old days in the beginning and how I used to go an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at a time. And it was nothing. I don't know, maybe at 65 years old, about to be 66, I've turned into a grumpy, crotchety old man, but my wife blames that on diabetes. So now, please, no more exclamation of anything. I'm going to do the last. Well, I said that a while ago. Here we go. This should do it. I could pull a Brian Lightfoot and end the stream right now in the middle of this. You have to be a Zoom homie to know what that's all about. He does have that perfected. And the only reason I don't want an exclamation to be there is I want to see.
Ken Stout Live said goodbye,
I want
Ken.
to see what the scroll looks like. Okay, Greg, me, John, Jeff, Paul, John, Greg, Paul, One Fish, the bot, me, Ski Man. Okay, good. It did get everybody, it looks like. So, cool. I will work on.
Now it's counting people multiple times, too.
Yeah, we realize that, and I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. So, there we go, 30 minutes. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to pop back over here to Zoom and say goodnight to everyone on YouTube. I'm also going to say goodnight to the homies, Darren, Rich, Bill, Greg, Sam, and Jeff Ryman. Thank you, gentlemen. If you want to join us, the
Paulzilla 911 trademark said have a great night, Ken, and the panel.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being here. Thank you, John, for being here. Ski Man, Sam, Jeff, John, Bill, Bob, Paul, George. What's the guy from the Rolling Stones? Mick?